Okay, what I want to read today is from Cosmic Origin, and it's kind of deep, so some of you may get it, some of you may not. But the title here, we have the final extension. And the final... I've never been the favorite, thought I've seen it all. Okay, sorry about that. Got an incoming call. And okay, the final extension of a prolonged process known as involution. Okay, so you might want to do some homework on involution. Okay, and I'm just going to read a little bit of this. It is the core of all ancient wisdom, and it must be with further knowledge of our original essence as light beings and our ability to assess our light body. Full awareness is what's going on. Okay, so it's called involution, and it is the final extension of a prolonged process. All right, so we're getting to be fully aware. And it's like the Marvel movies. It's, we're getting our powers back. We've been dumbed down by the Matrix for a long time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I want to pull some cards from Tasha's Divine Guidance. And we'll just see what the cards say. You have a science lesson there, huh? Okay, now this card is in here, the Hanged Man, and it's not supposed to be in here. The Hanged Man is a new perspective. So we want you to get a new perspective on your situation. And that's the overall energy. And that card is from the Light Seer deck, and it was in with Tasha's guidance. So very important, okay? The Hanged Man, a new perspective. And then I seen a card that was upside down. So let's see what that one is. The card that's upside down will be your warning. It says it's warning you against a karmic third-party involvement. All right, so someone's trying to keep you from finishing your new mission. Somebody is messing with you. Okay, third party. So we've got get a new perspective on everyone around you and everything around you. Okay, get a new perspective. I've never been the favorite, thought I seen. Okay, sorry about that. Another phone call. All right, so very important. Now, what just happened? Okay, I want you guys to think about it. I'm doing my live, and a third party interrupted us twice. Okay, so that's definite confirmation, because that normally doesn't happen, does it? All right. Third party interference is what's going on. Now, I'm not taking it as a negative. I'm taking those two phone calls as confirmation of what's going on. But when the card says karmic third party involved, I'm getting a feeling that it's not good for the overall energy. So maybe you're going somewhere today. It is the holiday week. Maybe you have to see some people that you normally don't see. Okay, I'm not sure what your case is, but just know this, we're going to go more into the cards and find out what's going on, but we want a new perspective. Okay, so you're not going to be the same as you used to be. You're not going to be like, I'm going to tell it all, tell it all. I'm going to be more hermit. Maybe not even go to some functions. Maybe just stay right where you are and enjoy some YouTube, some Marvel movies. I coined a new saying. A Marvel movie a day, one Marvel movie a day, keeps the Matrix thinking away. You like that? One Marvel movie a day keeps the Matrix thinking away. Okay, so let's go more into this karmic third party and this new perspective. Okay, God will be the judge. So again, when I told you to maybe be silent, maybe just be cordial, just be nice, but stay in let God be the judge mode, instead of you pointing the finger and saying you did this and you shouldn't say that, and my way or the highway type of attitude. Let God's judgment be the call of the energy right now. In Miss Mystic, we have the Queen of Pentacles energy, which is you have everything you need. Okay, you're a healer. You have material and spiritual abundance, even if you are homeless. Okay, you really do have abundance. You're grounded, you're generous, you're kind, you're nurturing, you have strength. The Queen of Pentacles, Miss Mystic. I am in the Queen of Pentacles. I'm all four queens. I'm the Empress, but I'm in Miss Mystic Queen of Pentacles energy a lot. I do a lot of grounding and a lot of healing, and I do know that I have everything that I need to do it. I never feel like I'm in poverty. I was homeless for 4 years, I think, on the road, being homeless in all the big towns, and I never once lacked. There are plenty of resources and people out there. And I wanted to show you this poncho. Do you guys like ponchos? I love ponchos. When I was a kid, I always wore ponchos. Okay, so God's wrath and God's judgment. The ambulance just went by without the sirens, so lots of red lights signifying slow your roll. God's wrath. Don't you go in anywhere and start taking over. Okay, top of the deck. Somebody may have a loss of a job or get fired, and that could have something to do with this energy of a third party interfering and you getting a loss of a job or fired. Take a spiritual bath and cleanse your energy. And what I'm getting from this is to know that anything that happens to you, it's for a reason. So back to that new perspective on things. If you get fired, instead of being angry at the person that fired you or got you fired, you would therefore have a new perspective on it. You would be quiet. You would know that God's judgment will be upon that situation because God sees all. And you would just move forward in confidence, knowing that you are the Queen of Pentacles energy. That's an example, but it could very well be very literal for many people. Okay? But it may not be a job. It may be a family member. It may be a spouse. Okay. Spiritual gifts, intuitions, visions, and dreams. So you're going to have to use your High Priestess energy along with your Queen of Pentacles energy, and you're going to have to move forward. Because something is happening here in this energy. I can feel it. Okay, we're going to look under God's wrath and judgment. Yeah, ego death. You're going through an ego death because ego means easing God out. And a lot of times we run the show, and in order for us to have an ego death, we have to go through a tower. Now, I feel the tower card here, especially with that loss of job. I feel a tower card coming for this energy. We're in this energy, so yes, for us too. So the ego death has to happen because you're easing God out. Maybe you're too much into your job and not enough into God. Maybe you're too much into self running the show instead of God. And then we have exactly what I said, get more connected, meditate more, and get out in nature more. So again, if you didn't have the job, you could be in nature more, you could get more rest, you could meditate, and it goes right back with the ego death. Okay, now we're going to pick a few cards from the Rider-Waite, and we'll see where we go from there. Bottom of the deck is justice, so back to God's wrath and judgment. Okay, let God handle this all, but you got to go with the flow. Okay, it says redirect with positive thinking, so you've got to go with the flow. Talk to your spiritual guides. I'm just reading the rest of the cards here. Talk to your spiritual guides and go with the flow. Past loved ones are visiting you while you sleep to help you with this tower, because it's not going to be exactly easy. Remember, in involution, we're in the final process. Okay, so this final process has to have some towers. They got to kind of like put some fire under your butt. Okay, we've got the Four Swords. You're healing. You are healed. You are healing. All of it, okay? This tower is going to get you to heal more. So let's say you lost your job, but you keep your positive attitude. You keep your Queen of Pentacles energy. You know you're a healer. You know you're kind. You know that the third party was involved. You know that God is going to take care of this. You don't have to. And you're going to go out in nature and you're going to get closer to God. And there's confirmation. Okay, underneath the healing card, we have the Knight of Wands, which to me is an action card. He's on his horse and he's going for it. So whatever God puts in your way, just get on your horse and ride. Okay? And we've got two cards that came out. The Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Swords. So what I'm getting from that is don't get in that stuck feeling. Eight of Swords is where you feel stuck. Three of Pentacles in reverse. We're going to just see what the book says on that. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Let's try to find it here. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're probably saying, well, I know what it means. Okay, let's see if you know what it means. Okay. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Mediocrity in work and otherwise pettiness and weakness. So probably why they said that you're fired is the third party could have lied on you and said you were petty, you were weak. It sounds to me like there's a lot of deception going on. We didn't get a Seven of Swords, but we got a cat jumping in the screen. And usually that means that what I'm talking about is pretty right on. Let's go ahead and read what this one says. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this one says difficulty working with others. Yep. A need to listen. Selfishness. Pushing your own agenda. Yep, that's that easing God out. Not trusting your partner's ability and ego clash. So that's it exactly. That's you're feeling stuck because you're running the show. You're not letting God run the show. You're running the show. I've never been the favorite, thought I see. And there's confirmation. Now, that is Symptoms of Being Human is the name of that song. We have the Seven of Wands for the final outcome here. So the Seven of Wands, what I'm getting from this is victory after a long battle. And I'm seeing him pick up that piece of fence and he's just going to finish this. And it goes back to the beginning when I said we're in the finishing stages. So let's sum this up. I'm going to sum this up by there's a third party involved. You may lose your job. You are easing God out. So a tower has to happen into your life to bring you and God closer, to give you more time with Him. You shouldn't take anything in your own hands. You should let God go ahead and be the judge and go with the flow and keep positive. Okay? And the Knight of Swords along with the Knight of Wands is they're both on their horses, they're both going forward, but the King and Knight of Swords is truth. So remember to stay in the truth. And look at everything as in, what can I change about me? Instead of saying, look what they did to me, look at it like, what can I change in me? Why did I get fired? What does God have in store? Now remember, this may not be you really getting fired from a job. It may be just a spiritual level that you're going to your next level. But whatever it is, 1717 was on the clock, and we know that God's got this. So thank you for listening. I am Miss Mystic, and stay high vibed, okay? Love you.